everyone. Welcome to Breaking Barriers with Amy. So, there was a season where I confused rest with falling behind, and it quietly cost me more than I realized. When rest feels like guilt, momentum becomes fragile. Pushing nonstop can look dedicated on the outside, but internally, it erodes clarity. When rest isn't planned, it turns reactive. You crash instead of recover. You disappear instead of pause. And what I'm building, I noticed that long stretches of overworking created short bursts of productivity, followed by longer stretches of fatigue. That pattern doesn't create momentum, it creates cycles of burnout. The shift came when I stopped seeing rest as the opposite of growth and started treating it as part of growth. I began planning recovery the same way I planned effort. I allowed space between pushes. I protected quiet time so I could show up with presence instead of pressure. Rest didn't slow me down. It stabilized me. It allowed consistency to feel sustainable instead of forced. This work doesn't require constant urgency to grow. It requires steady energy. So when I honor rest, my decisions are clearer. My follow through is stronger. My presence is more grounded. That stability compounds. It allows me to show up with intention instead of running on empty. So imagine continuing to build what you're creating with enough margin for recovery, trusting that rest doesn't erase momentum, it protects it. Rest isn't a retreat from growth, it's how growth stays sustainable. What I'm building became lighter the moment I stopped equating exhaustion with commitment and started honoring recovery as part of consistency. If this message resonates, hit the like, follow, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. And as always, my friends, please let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from. I'd love to know how far and wide my life has traveled. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.